Hello and welcome back to the Deep Dive. It is Tuesday, February 10th, 2026. And honestly, I hope you have your schedule cleared.
For the rest of the day, maybe?
Maybe the rest of the year.
Yeah.
If you've been online at all this morning, you know the internet is just, it's melting down.
Mm.
We just watched the Nintendo Direct partner showcase,
Yeah.
and my head is still spinning. It was an avalanche.
It was incredibly dense. And before we even get into the games, we have to, set the context here. We are rolling into the second year of the Switch 2's life cycle.
Right.
And historically, this is kind of the danger zone for a console. It's that sophomore slump where the launch hype is gone, but the big first-party games aren't quite ready.
Yeah, this is usually when we get a drought. We're just replaying launch titles, waiting for the holidays.
Precisely. But Nintendo is clearly terrified of that lull. They are just aggressively front-loading this year with third-party support. So the mission for this deep dive is to sift through that mountain of announcements and figure out what's actually worth your time.
And your money.
And your money. We're going to look at the shadow drops, the massive blockbusters, and, the niche RPGs that are going to eat your summer.
And we have to talk about the ending. I mean, Todd Howard showed up.
The Bethesda moment. Oh, yeah, we'll get there. That signals a major, major shift.
Okay, let's start with the immediate gratification. I always love this part. You're watching, you're getting hyped, and then, boom, available today.
It's such a power move. You have to capitalize on impulse. If you make someone wait 3 months, they might forget. But if the buy button is right there...
You click it, and the headline act for that today was Hollow Knight.
Right, the Hollow Knight Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
So I have to ask, we all just finished Silksong. We waited an eternity for it. Why are we going back to the original? Is this just, a cash grab?
Well, I mean, playing the cynic for a second, yes, it's partly about getting revenue from the back catalog, but looking at the technical notes, this isn't just a resolution bump.
Oh.
They're using the Switch 2's upscaling tech, but more importantly, they've unlocked the frame rate.
So it's just smoother. It's
not just smoother, it's more responsive. We're talking a locked 120 hertz on the handheld screen. For a game like Hollow Knight that needs frame-perfect inputs, that's a gameplay mechanic. It changes the feel.
Okay, but what about the price?
And this is the key. The sources confirm if you own the original on Switch, the upgrade is free.
Oh. Okay, that changes the math completely. That's not a cash grab, that's a thank you note.
Exactly. It's a nice little victory lap after Silksong. But if you want to test the hardware with something brand new, we also got a couple of demos today.
Right. Capcom dropped one for Pragmata.
Finally.
That game's been a mystery for 5 years. It's out April 24th, but the demo's live now.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the footage, and I'm still not sure what I'm looking at. Astronauts, hacking.
The press release calls it a novel blend of hacking and blasting. It's basically a tech demo for their RE engine on the new hardware.
A bit of a risk, right? A sci-fi puzzle shooter.
It is, unlike, say, Monster Hunter, which sells itself. And we got a demo for that, too, Monster Hunter Stories 3.
Ah, and this is the smart move. The save data from the demo transfers to the full game.
That's the retention strategy. If you put 5 hours into the demo, you're already invested. You're going to buy the full game on March 13th to see what happens next.
I love when they do that. Also out today, the Super Bomberman collection for ruining friendships, and for the retro crowd, Cool Borders and Ninja Gaiden II.
Cool Borders is a real blast from the past. But I want to talk about something for tomorrow, February 11th, because the premise of this game, Tokyo Scramble, it really caught me off guard.
Oh, this one looked intense. So for anyone who missed it,
yeah.
You're on a subway in Tokyo, normal commute, and then there's a cave-in. You fall into this underground world full of reptilian monsters.
It's survival horror, but with this really grounded, claustrophobic start. It feels like it's in that AA space.
Not quite indie, not quite blockbuster.
Yeah, and the Switch 2 seems to be a haven for those kinds of games. It's risky on a PS6, but on a handheld, it can find its audience.
It had that cult classic vibe for sure. But let's move from the cult hits to the heavy hitters.
The blockbusters.
Because Nintendo brought out the big guns for the finale. The Bethesda moment.
Todd Howard. He closed the show. And, people love to meme on Todd, but when he shows up, it means business.
It's a massive signal. Bethesda is owned by Microsoft.
Yeah.
So having the face of Xbox's RPG division close the Nintendo showcase, that's a huge strategic partnership. They're not seeing the Switch 2 as a competitor anymore.
They see it as a platform.
Exactly. To expand their software dominance.
The announcement that got me, and I know it's a 20-year-old game, is the Elder Scrolls III, Oblivion Remastered.
It's fascinating, right? That Oblivion is the headline. But think about it. Back on the 360, that game was the benchmark. It struggled to run. The fact that we're going to have all of Cyrodiil, all that Radiant AI running natively on a portable, it's just a testament to how far mobile chips have come.
And it's not just old stuff. Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition is coming February 24th. That's in 2 weeks.
But the real shocker,
Indiana Jones
and the Great Circle, coming May 12th. This is a modern, cutting-edge AAA game. How is this not a cloud version?
That's the impossible port conversation. The sources say it's running natively. It's likely using a lot of dynamic resolution. But for you listening, this is the promise of the Switch 2. Current-gen blockbusters in your backpack.
Speaking of massive games, Square Enix they planted a flag. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth has a date.
June 3, 2026.
This is huge. We have Remake already, now we get the sequel. But Rebirth it's enormous. The open world, the scale. How does that fit?
Well, it probably doesn't fit on one cartridge. We're likely looking at a big download. But technically, this is where the Switch 2's SSD speed is critical. Rebirth needs to stream those massive assets instantly. The old Switch couldn't dream of it.
So you get some lower textures, maybe, but you can play it on plane.
Most people will take that trade-off. It keeps them in the ecosystem.
And just to wrap the blockbusters, Resident Evil Requiem on February 27th. February is just stacked.
It really is. But, while the blockbusters sell consoles, I find that our listeners, the learner audience, they get more out of the deeper narrative games.
Oh, absolutely. The novel on a rainy day games. Let's get into those because Square Enix had a strong showing there too.
They did. Paranormasight, The Mermaid's Curse, coming February 19.
I remember the first one was this super niche visual novel thing. What's the big deal here?
Because the first game was a masterclass in breaking the fourth wall. It was meta horror. You had to physically turn down your console volume to hear a ghost. It's cerebral. It's not about reflexes. It's about outsmarting the game itself.
That sounds stressful in a good way. On the other end of the spectrum, The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales.
And that's using that gorgeous HD 2D art style.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
But they mentioned era-spanning mechanics. What is that?
It looks inspired by Chrono Trigger. So actions you take in the past era, which is rendered in 8-bit, they physically alter the map in the future era, which is in HD2D.
Yeah.
You plant a seed in the 8-bit world, and it's a huge forest you can explore in the HD world.
Wait, that's incredibly cool. It's using the visuals as a puzzle mechanic. That's June 18th. Now for the anime fans. Kyoto Xanadu.
Summer 2026. If you've played Persona, you know the loop. Go to class, improve stats, hang out with friends.
The social sim part.
Exactly. And then at night, you dive into dungeons. It looks like they're making the action combat a lot faster this time around.
I have to bring this next one up just for the press release quote. Turok Origins. The quote was, Turok is back, which is huge news for anyone named Turok.
Chuckles. It's a fair point.
It really is. But seriously, fall 2026. Dinosaurs, aliens, big guns, it's pure chaos.
It's a nostalgia play, for sure, but first-person shooters on handhelds used to be miserable. With the new joysticks, a fast-paced game like Turok is actually viable on the go now.
We also saw Valheim confirmed for later this year.
And that's a big deal. Valheim was a viral hit on PC, but it was known for being CPU-heavy. Seeing it on Switch 2 is a very promising sign for the system's processor.
And finally, a study in contrasts. 2 totally different soccer games.
Right. You have Captain Tsubasa II, World Fighters.
Which is basically anime combat. The ball turns into a dragon.
It's theatricality. Then you have eFootball Kickoff in the summer. That is the serious simulation. Real players, ball physics.
So flaming Dragon Ball or tactical formations, they've got you covered.
The ecosystem is broad enough for both. That's the key.
Okay, deep breath. We're about to hit the sizzle reel.
The rapid fire round, let's do it.
So many dates, let's group them. Competitive and sports.
Okay, PGA Tour 2K26 actually just came out on Feb 6th. Looking forward, WWE 2K26 drops March 13th.
And for co-op beat-em-up fans, Scott Pilgrim EX on March 3rd.
Nice. Then you have the Strategy Corner, Shadow Tactics, Blades of the Shogun on March 18th, and a deep cut, Culdcept, begins July 16th.
I love Culdcept. It destroys friendships. Okay, now for the cozy, chill vibe.
You're looking at Reanimal on February 13th, so that's very soon. And then the big one, Disney Dreamlight Valley, Switch 2 edition on March 25th.
And Goat Simulator 3 on April 1st.
I don't know if I'd call that cozy, but it is definitely low stakes.
It's chaos cozy.
Eh?
All right, RPG grinders.
Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn edition is May 22nd. And Granblue Fantasy, Relink, is July 9th.
I want to flag Grand Blue. That's huge for co-op.
Oh, it's phenomenal. And on Switch 2, that means local wireless play. You can get 3 friends in a room and take down a raid boss together.
That's the dream. Rounding it out, Digimon Storytime Stranger on July 10th. Another Eden begins in the summer.
And for the Trekkies, Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown is February 18th.
Whew. Okay. That was a lot of video games.
A barrage. But when you step back, you see a very clear picture of Nintendo's strategy.
So let's wrap this up. What does all this mean for the person listening? Year 2. We just saw everything from Oblivion to Final Fantasy.
I think the main takeaway is that the portable tax is, well, it's dead.
The portable tax, what's that?
For years, if you played on a handheld, you paid a tax.
Yeah.
You got the light version of the sports game, the cloud version of the shooter. You got the spin-off, not the main title.
Right, you got Assassin's Creed Liberation, not Assassin's Creed 3.
Exactly. But look at this lineup. You have Indiana Jones launching native. You have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. These are the full, uncompromising experiences. The Switch 2 is proving it can do the heavy lifting.
And yet they're sitting right next to these niche games like Paranormasight.
And that's the beauty of it. It's flattening the hierarchy. That distinction between console quality and handheld quality is just, it's evaporating. For you, it means your backpack is about to become the most valuable entertainment center you own.
Slaying dragons on your commute, then switching to a weird horror novel before bed.
That's the promise.
It's a pretty exciting place to be, though my wallet is definitely trembling.
As is mine. I think I'm going to go download that Hollow Knight upgrade. I have to see that 120 hertz motion for myself.
I am absolutely getting Tokyo Scramble tomorrow. I need to know what's in that subway. Thanks for diving in with us today.
Until next time.